Peace, love, and light. Let's keep saying it until we all get it right. Welcome back to my channel. I am Infamous Q33. I'm jamming to some mint condition. They over here jamming on the pretty brown eyes. We're going to put them on pause. We're going to turn them down real low. Low. Okay. Anyway, back to me and my channel. Welcome. If you're new here, come on in. And if you've been here peeping at my videos and you haven't subscribed, shame on you. Shame. So go back and subscribe right now and like this video because this is going to be a good one. There are a lot of good videos on my platform, so I implore you to check them out. And check me out on Instagram. I am at InfamousQ33, serving it up for you over there on Instagram. And I'm here also on YouTube. I may post this video on Instagram also, I'm not sure. My videos that I do at home, I really want to post them on my YouTube channel. So anyway, welcome. It's Thursday afternoon. No, it's Thursday evening. I'm home from work. I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video. I have a long weekend. This is the holiday weekend for Easter, the resurrection, all of that, if you into it. So I want to say happy Easter to those who celebrate. Happy Ramadan for those who celebrate Ramadan, all the Muslims. And hey, if you got another holiday that I don't know about and you're celebrating it, well, happy holidays to everyone. And welcome to my channel. I hope you got you something to drink. Go get you some Coke, Coca-Cola. Go get you some iced tea, some hibiscus tea, my new personal favorite that I like to drink in the morning. If you've seen any of my videos with me concocting my own little tea bag. But today I got me a little Prosecco Rosé that I'm going to drink. I think I'll take a sip right now. Yeah, that's working. I'm a sipper and a slurper. Anyway, go get you a snack. I had some popcorn over there. It's black pepper and sea salt. I was gonna, you know what? I'm gonna save that for the weekend because this is a long holiday weekend, and I know I'm gonna be snuggled in, and I think I'm gonna watch me some movies. I haven't really done that in a while, so I'm probably gonna watch movies. So I didn't open my popcorn. I'm gonna wait because that's some good popcorn there. And with some wine too, girl, I gotta get me some red wine for that one. This Prosecco, nah, ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna get some red wine or Chardonnay to go with that. So anyway, grab you some fruit or some veggies, you know, for you vegans. I know how y'all like to do it. And get your piddle and snuggle up because we're gonna have a little conversation here for a little bit. I've done some videos about dating, so now I want to give you a little bit of dating advice. And today I want to talk a little bit about, let me get my notes because I wrote down a couple things I want to make sure I hit and highlight. I'm going to give some little tips for men and some little tips for women. This is not going to be a long video. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. So stay with me. Stay with me till the end. You're going to get something here. Let me love on you. Let me help you. Don't you want a man? Don't you want a woman? You're in the right place. So I, Infamous Q, even though I don't have a man right now, but I am dating. I just got back on the market. You know, I've been raising children. I've been busy out in these streets, you know, doing stuff with my life, you know, in the realm of motherhood. So I'm back out in these streets dating. You know, the pandemic put a pause on everybody's dating if you're single. So now that I'm back out here, you know, in these streets dating, I'm actually enjoying it. I've been online. I've met, you know, a couple of guys. Some of them were duds or just didn't work out or we just weren't compatible or whatever. And it ended nicely in most cases. Check out my videos to find out about those, especially the guy who told me his favorite movie was The Exorcist. What you doing? Anyway, let's get started. I'm already 4 minutes into this video and I ain't gave y'all no tips yet. So I'd like to start out with the men, and I like to give just a few little tips for men to do on a first date. You know, if you really are asking a girl out and you know, like, you know what, I really like her. I like her vibe. You guys have talked on the phone. Maybe you met online and this is your first date. So you've talked online for a few weeks or a month or whatever, how long it takes. I've talked to guys online for months before I met them in person. So, you know, it's all about your flow and how you roll. Do you stay true? Somebody said to me that once and I'm killing it, saying it over and over. So yeah, so stay true to yourself with the the time frame of how you date, and make sure you really do your homework and ask the right questions when you're on the phone chatting, with a person, and feel the vibe, the energy over the phone. And sometimes you can tell stuff off in conversation, like if you want to move to the next level, which will be meeting up for coffee, or something like that. So for guys, when you make it to that first date, one of the first things you really want to do, if this girl is somebody you want to make an impression on, you want her to be comfortable around you, you want her to feel your vibe, and you want to connect with her. The first thing that you want to do is, upon meeting her, when you see her, when you're greeting her, what you really want to do is you want to see her, get a good look at her, real quickly as she comes through the door, or if you're meeting her somewhere, and reach your arm out, to give her a hug, reach arm out, to give her a hug. And then, eye contact, give it a hug. And then when you release her, give her eye contact and say something nice about her hairdo, or her blouse that she's wearing, or her outfit, say something like, wow, I really love that shirt. That color looks great on you. Or, wow, you really look sexy this evening. I love your outfit. I love your shoes. Whatever. She has on a cap or a hat or a flower, whatever it is. Whatever you see, make sure you give a really nice compliment. And, as you, embrace her, release, and eye contact, compliment. Got it? That's number one. The second tip that I have for you guys is to, let's say you're going to a restaurant, for your first date or something. And instead of sitting across from her where it's like an interview and you're tit for tat with questions, give a question, I give a question, you give a question. Instead of that, let's break this mold. Let's do some shit different. Sit next to her. Tell her, oh no, I need you to sit next to me. I want to be closer to you so, I can, engage, and hear every word you're saying. Just say, oh no, I want you to sit close to me. I want you to be close to me. In your own words, however you need to say it. But I think when you say that to her, she's going to feel some type of way. She's going to feel like, oh, you're making it very personable. And she's going to like that. I would. So I would be like, oh, he wants to be sitting next to him. So anyway, that's tip number 2. And the third tip that I have for you guys, and final tip for you guys, is to have a second place lined up to go to after you eat dinner. Because a lot of times after you eat dinner, and you've had your wine or whatever, and you're talking, if the date is going really well, you almost don't want it to end. But you sat in the restaurant, you've been there for 2 hours now. So it's like, have something else lined up. So by the time you guys, have bantering and talking and laughing and having good food and conversation, maybe before dessert comes, you can say, hey, you know what? I have another spot I'd like us to go to where we can have dessert. Or I know a really cute, quaint coffee shop where we can go and have like some coffee. I really would love to continue talking with you and getting to know you some more. I think she would say yes. I would. Especially if the date is going really, really well. Now, if you're a clown and ain't no connection, I'm like, no, dude, I got to go, deuces. But I wouldn't say it like that. But, if the date is going really well, always have something lined up to go to after that place. Don't just have that one thing on your plate, have some place in mind where, you can go that may be not too far, a nice coffee shop where you can get some beautiful desserts or some ice cream or some coffee. So that's my tip for you guys. Okay, moving on to the ladies. Ladies, it's more serious for us, isn't it? We all out in these streets trying to get a picket fence and a house and 2.3 kids. So for women, it's a little different. So my advice for women is going to be more on the realm of not getting too caught up in a guy if you really like him. And I'm really bad about this, because if the connection is really good, I'm like, he's mine. He's all mine. But we got to pump the brakes. So saying yes to a relationship because things are going well and we're all in our head seeing, a wedding ring and a wedding and all of that stuff. So pump the brakes. If you really like the guy and the date is going well, just smile and, enjoy the date, continue to dialogue and listen to his conversation and have a great conversation and be lively, be fun, and tell, funny stories about yourself, and um, tell something that you really like, to do, things that you really love to do that are fun, that may draw his interest. So keep it up tempo. If he's digging you and you can see that, you can feel the connection, just keep that going. Just keep that going. But don't get caught up and, like I said, I do sometimes. I have to dial it back. I'm like, okay, Leah, let me just have fun. Let me just stay in the moment. Let me create beautiful memories. So I'll drink to that. Cheers, guys. Let's all take a sip. That's a good one. Okay, the next things for you ladies is, let's say, you started dating this guy and you've had good dates and you really digging him. So let's say he just calls you out the blue and say, hey, let's go to such and such. What are you doing tonight? Do you have any plans? And this is not a planned date. This is just something he called you off the cuff. Don't make yourself available. It's okay to say, oh, you know what? I actually have plans this evening. I'm so sorry. Can I take a rain check? I really would have loved to have gone to wherever it is he was telling you about. Say, oh, that sounds really great. I hate, I'm going to miss it, but I actually have plans this evening. Can we do it another day? And leave it at that. Don't always be so available. So, and this is a tip that I tell friends sometimes that I know are really digging on a guy. It's like, girl, don't make yourself so available all the time. Give some room in there. Let this guy see that you're busy and you actually have a whole life. So that's my next tip, for you ladies. And, the next one is a doozy. This one is, this is an interesting one. And this tip, I'm just going to say it, is to not have intimacy too soon. Because, we're women, we're more emotional, we wear our hearts on our sleeves. Sex is so personal to us, and, it's a big deal to us. So it's like, if you're not the type of woman, who can have relations and you're dating somebody new and you're still filling them out, just don't do it. If you don't roll like that, keep it off the table. Don't feel like you have to do that to get brownie points with this guy, like to make him really like you, because that's not going to make him really like you. That's just, it's like a dessert, a great dessert or candy. Like, we like candy, we want it. So it's like when you have that dessert, it's delicious. It's not an extended thing. It wears off. So it's like, I've had that and that was an hour ago. So I'm ready to go home. So it's like, don't give your candy away too soon, girl. So it's like, unless you're that type of woman where you can detach and there's no feelings or whatever, just be really careful with it. Because I've got myself in trouble like that, where I really liked a guy and, I wanted him. So I just went ahead and went for it. That's not always a good thing, because if you end up not really dating the guy, then you're on your head about, oh, I wish I hadn't slept with him, like, because I really liked him and he's moved on. So it's like, be really careful with that one, because that can really tear at your heartstrings. Be real careful. I always have to really analyze, when I'm ready to actually have intimacy with a guy. So that's my advice for you ladies. Let's see if I left anything out. I want to go in a little bit more on trying to get him to like you. Don't do things that you're so involved in trying to plan things or do things to make this guy like you and going along with everything that he's doing till you're forgetting about yourself. Because if you're trying to get to know this person, it's not just about what they like. Don't lose yourself in trying to find a way to get this person's total attention on you. Don't be available. Have a busy life, have things to do where your life is not just about, ooh, I got a date, or, you're trying to get more time with him by doing things that he likes and like, oh, he'd like this, oh, he'd like that. No, girl, it's about you too. You are the prize too. Okay. So it's like, it's okay once you get into a relationship and you're exclusive with this person, then it's okay to think about them a little more than yourself. But when you're getting to know them, it's like, don't put yourself in a position where you're doing things just to get them to like you. It's like, be authentic with who you already are. Like, if you like roller skating, just say, oh, I like roller skating. Maybe we should go roller skate. Or I like to play pool. And that's one thing. I love playing pool. I'm not great at it, but it's fun. And I like do it. I think it's sexy to play pool, you know, with the guy. It's a, you know, and it's a fun game and all of that. So I like to go and play pool. So I always tell a guy, oh, you know, I really like to play pool. Maybe we can go do that. Or just something that you like to do, you know, focus, you know, on yourself and not just always on them. So show your authentic self and your true way of life, how you rock and roll and how you vibe and what your life is like. Invite him into your world. You know, if you like, you know, going to the park and, you know, and having a picnic basket and doing things like that, or going to a beach, walking along the beach or things like that, or going out of town for the weekend, you know, to go to another city to look around, to see historical things. Show who you are. Stay true to you, okay? So that's all I have for today. This video is a little over 16 minutes long, so I'm going to end it here. I think I gave some great tips for you guys, and I think I gave a few really good tips for us women. And I need to take my own advice and abide by them, which I'm really trying hard to do as I continue to date and try to get a special person in my life as well. So that's all I have for today. This has been Infamous Q. I also forgot to say, this is the Q Talk. Oh my God. How can I not advertise that this is the Q Talk? Man, I'm slipping. This was a great Q Talk. Even though I didn't say it was a Q Talk, this has been another Q Talk with Infamous Q33 coming at you on YouTube. Peace, love, and light. Let's keep saying it until we all get it right. Guys, I will see you in the next video. Deuces.